Students of business, can you imagine a small brand, a small D2C brand which actually sells clothes, fashion items, accessories, etc. is about to touch a revenue run rate of 100 crores, that too just in some years of business. That's right. I am talking about Urban Monkey, one of those few brands who were featured in the first season of Shark Tank India. This brand is actually growing at such a pace that all the major rappers in the hip hop industry today are wearing out the clothes and accessories of Urban Monkey. Also, Urban Monkey this year is planning to close with 45 crores in revenue, and the next year they are planning to touch the benchmark of 100 crores revenue. So how is it possible that a brand which was started by Yash Gangwal back in 2014 has grown to such an extent and is one of the greatest success after Shark Tank season 1? So today in MBA case studies, we are actually going to analyze this brand Urban Monkey and how has Urban Monkey actually created a revolution in the India's hip hop industry. So guys, the story begins back in 2014 when Yash Gangwal, who was born and brought up in Hong Kong, moved back to India to start something of his own. His parents were actually living there in Hong Kong itself, and the son actually decided ki let's go back to India and let's start a new venture over there because India is a growing market. Now when Yash was living up in Hong Kong, he was a part of the skateboarding culture as well as the hip hop culture, and these cultures actually had a number of brands built around them which were actually targeting this niche audience of skateboarding and the hip hop culture. When Yash moved back to India and he started exploring the Indian markets, the Indian economy, he realized that these two specific niche audiences, these two markets, one of skateboarding and the other one of hip hop, did not have any major brands around them, built around them. He realized that although skateboarding is not that of a big culture in India as compared to the West, yet hip hop is actually a growing market in India, but there are no major brands built around it. Now when Yash completed his entire analysis around the India's hip hop industry, he realized two main things. Number one, India's hip hop industry was actually growing at a very high pace, and this culture was becoming more and more famous among India's youth. So this actually was a great industry to start a business in. Second thing, Yash realized that this hip hop culture, this hip hop community had actually a very close-knit community connections around them. It means that all these rappers, all these underground artists, they had a massive community around them which consisted of the artists on one hand and their fan following on the other. Yash found this market of this entire hip hop culture in India very exciting and very huge, and he saw that, he realized that this opportunity is very big and is going to get even bigger in the next few years. So he finally decided, let's do something around the India's hip hop industry which is going to be $1 billion worth of industry in the next few years. And that was how, ladies and gentlemen, in the year 2014, finally Urban Monkey came into existence, a brand which was focused completely on the niche of hip hop industry of India. So back in 2014, when finally Urban Monkey came into existence, Urban Monkey started off with 2 to 3 SKUs which actually consisted of caps, which consisted of eyewears and certain other accessories which included bags, carry bags, etc. Yash, with this entire experience of the India's market, India's business market, India's startup ecosystem, had figured out a way how to procure these materials from China at a lower cost and sell it to the Indian audience. But here comes the tricky part. How to actually sell them, how to actually connect it to the last mile consumer, how to actually figure out the demand side. In the initial years of Urban Monkey, Yash decided that let's go with the established marketplaces in India which consisted of Amazon and Flipkart. So finally Urban Monkey decided, Yash decided, let's go with our products, let's sell our products on these marketplaces. So for the next 3 years, Urban Monkey and Yash were actually selling their products only on these marketplaces without any website, without their own brand coming into existence, without their own tech part coming into existence. But as I told you, demand side is the major part to figure out, and Yash actually failed with this idea of launching his products on these marketplaces. Although the products were listed quite a good extent on these marketplaces, the products actually failed to generate a massive demand from the audience. So Yash finally decided, let's take a step back from these marketplaces in India and let's figure out a way to launch our own brand, our own identity in the market, so that we can actually sell ourselves without depending on these marketplaces marketplaces, we can actually figure out a way, let's figure out a way to connect to the audiences, to connect to the end mile customer directly. Yash finally decided to launch Urban Monkey's own website and planned to, focus on that website itself to go with the SEOs part, so that he can attract the customers directly on the website, on the brand, without relying on these external demand from these external marketplaces. So this idea of Yash of launching an own website, of building out a brand, actually changed the game of Urban Monkey forever. Urban Monkey, when launched its own website and worked on the smaller parts of SEO, targeting that hip-hop audience, targeting that specific niche of the market, this website actually started getting so much of organic traffic, and which converted into orders, which converted into community, and which converted into revenues and sales. So Yash had finally cracked out a way to reach to the last mile audience with his own brand Urban Monkey, with his own website Urban Monkey, and he finally delisted all these products from all these marketplaces. Now what next? How to scale it out? He was getting decent amount of orders, decent amount of sales on his website without any actual inorganic, without any actual promotions or advertisements. But what next? How to grow the startup, how to grow the business, how to scale it up rapidly so that it can reach these mass audiences of India. That is when Yash actually encountered an idea which again revolutionized the history and the future of this brand Urban Monkey in India. All of you guys are students of business, you guys admire business, and that is why probably you're watching this video. We have heard Aman Gupta, the founder of Boat, say this many times, that use the power of community, harness the power of community. If you have a community around your brand can actually flourish to a great extent. This exact strategy was used by Yash to build Urban Monkey, to make Urban Monkey reach the next milestone of scaling up of growth. Yash realized that there was a lot of buzz going around this hip hop industry, this entire hip hop community, and as I told you, this entire hip hop community is actually very close knit. Yash actually started sending out his own items, his own products of Urban Monkey to these artists of the hip hop community for free, and this became a word of mouth marketing, because there was no other brand at that time which was completely focused on the lifestyle of these hip hop artists. So when Yash actually sold out some of his items, when Yash actually sent out some of his items to the established artists of the hip hop industry, this buzz, this word of mouth marketing played a very big role. Now this move by Yash of sending out these items to established artists in the hip hop industry actually changed the game of Urban Monkey. Urban Monkey started getting that word of mouth marketing going on for its brand, and a lot of these artists, because hip hop is such a close-knit community, lot of these artists of the hip hop industry started wearing out Urban Monkey without actually any paid promotions, because there was no alternate brand in the market for these artists. So because of these hip hop artists, because of this community of hip hop, and because of their cult following, this brand Urban Monkey finally started growing among these people. Now here comes the fun part. This all that I've told you till now, this all was happening before this movie Gully Boy came into existence, and we all are aware of the fact that Gully Boy actually changed the face of India's hip hop industry. India's hip hop industry actually started booming after this movie came into place. Now here comes another fun part which made Urban Monkey a brand worth 100 crores after Gully Boy came into existence. So when the entire idea of Gully Boy came into the market, when the production house of Gully Boy started looking for these artists and started looking for other designers to be a part of the movie, they actually were not able to find any brand, any designer who actually targeted the clothes, who actually made the clothes for these artists, for these hip hop artists, for this hip hop culture. When the production house of Gully Boy actually went into the market to figure out a fashion designer, to figure out a label to design clothes for these hip hop artists which will be playing a part in the movie, they did not find up any brand in the market else Urban Monkey, because all these artists were already wearing Urban Monkey and there was no alternative available to this brand. Gully Boy finally decided that all the clothes of these artists that will be playing a role in the movie Gully Boy will actually be designed by none other than Urban Monkey. And that is how, ladies and gentlemen, Urban Monkey got the first break that it needed to grow and scale in the India's hip-hop industry and in the India's retail market. Later on, when Shark Tank happened and Urban Monkey was actually broadcasted on the national television, although they did not secure a round of funding from the investors, from the sharks, the brand was actually watched by masses in the Indian market. This helped Urban Monkey to scale up to the massive crowds of India, because earlier Urban Monkey was limited to the niche of hip-hop artists and their cult following. But after Shark Tank season 1 happened, because they got featured on the national television and everyone in India saw this brand and got inspired by their designs, this helped Urban Monkey to reach the masses of India and scale this brand rapidly. So ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, this entire brand Urban Monkey is one of those few success stories who have actually captured masses' attention and have actually grown so rapidly with being profitable at the same time and having a mass genuine emotion, a mass vision behind that brand. Some of the few things that you can learn as a budding entrepreneur from the journey of Urban Monkey is, number one, have a cult following behind your brand, so that not only through the paid measures you can actually attract sales, attract revenues through the organic measures as well. Number two, be there at the right place on the right time. It is very important while building a startup, while building a business, that you need to be there in the market when the market needs you and not vice versa. Urban Monkey was launched at a time when hip-hop market in India was actually growing, and then this Gully Boy thing happened, which actually led to this market booming up in India. And Urban Monkey, as it was one of the first few brands to be there in the market at the right time, utilized this opportunity to the best extent possible, and that is why Urban Monkey is actually nearing a revenue of 100 crores in India. So ladies and gentlemen, that is it from my end for today's video. Please let me know in the comment section what is your opinion about this entire business, about this entire case study of Urban Monkey. Also, if you want some other case study of some other brand, do let me know in the comment section. Please like the video, hit the subscribe button and share with your budding entrepreneurs, your budding friends who are actually interested in business and entrepreneurship.